How we doing, everybody? Welcome. I'm going to give this a couple of minutes here. I have my mod team working on something while we get people in here. If you're tuning in, please share this out. I want to try to get as many people watching this stream as possible. So this is breaking news. How you doing, Paul? What's up, Dustin? I am live here in Kenosha, Wisconsin. We'll give this another minute or so. I'm trying to buy my mods time right now. They are sharing and making some phone calls. So if you guys could share the stream out, that would be great. My mods are kind of tasked with a really big chore right now during this stream. It's not going to be a very long stream. I'm just going to get the story out there for everybody. What's going up, Jasper? Sean, how you doing? Chris. So if you guys are just tuning in, we're live here in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Please share this stream out to as many people and groups that you're part of. What's up, Patricia? Welcome for the first time. I appreciate you tuning in. So we'll give this another minute, guys, and then we'll jump right into it for you. What's going on, Brett? Yeah, what's up, Don? I appreciate it, Patricia. So we'll give this a minute here. I'm just trying to buy my mods some time. Hope everybody's doing good. It's a nice, beautiful day out today. Alright, so hopefully that's enough time for my mods. I'm going to jump right into it. I did type this story out. I will post this as well, but I did want to go live on this. So I typed it out to make sure that everything is said appropriately and accurately, so there's no mistake in what I'm about to let everybody know. Alright, I see one of my mods is here. Good. So we'll just jump right into it. So good evening, everybody. Thank you all for tuning into this live stream. For those of you that have been following Never Stop Media, I want to thank you all for your support. For those of you who may be tuning in for the first time, my name is Kevin Glowicki. I'm an independent investigative journalist here in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Never Stop Media's mission is to document in a raw, unedited format with a combination of live streaming, print media, and investigative journalism to ensure that everyone's voice is being heard in its purest form, to make sure that truth is being told without any narrative to fill, regardless of where that truth lands, and to discover and shine a light on voices being silenced, injustice, and corruption regardless of the personal cost. Throughout my time documenting the events following the Jacob Blake shooting that happened here in Kenosha on August 23rd, I've had the privilege and honor of meeting some really incredible people with stories to be told. I've taken a level of responsibility to make sure the truth of these stories is being told as accurately as they can. Thousands of people within my community and surrounding areas have followed Never Stop Media's coverage of events both beautiful and horrific. Being an investigative journalist comes with a heightened level of responsibility. I receive information from sources both on the record and off the record to help uncover truth that is of public interest, and sometimes those pieces of information turns into public safety and general well-being. Under a journalistic privilege, I have an obligation to protect the identity of those sources who may otherwise be too afraid to come forward themselves publicly. Over the course of the last 30 days, I was given information from sources that was very alarming. I began to investigate as to the factual basis of the information that was given and searching for the truth. What I can tell you today during this live stream, through my investigation, and upon information and belief, a current member of the Wisconsin National Guard, acting outside the purview of his professional duties as a National Guard member, initiated and engaged in acts of destruction in Kenosha starting on the evening of August 23rd, prior to being called to active duty with the National Guard, following the shooting of Jacob Blake. With the setting on fire of city-owned garbage trucks, which helped instigate what we have found to be over $11 million of damage done to the city, livelihoods ruined, and lives lost. What's concerning is that this individual took an oath with the National Guard, whose mission, mind you, is to help civil authorities protect life and property and preserve peace, order, and public safety in times of natural or human-caused emergencies. Based on information and belief through sources who wish to remain anonymous, this individual is also suspected to be engaged in riotous activity on August 24th, when we all watched multiple structure fires throughout the city of Kenosha, which resulted in livelihoods being lost and, again, residents losing their lives. The National Guard member is on video that is public, clearly engaged in criminal activity. During the course of this investigation, it was discovered that the National Guard member has been describing in detail his personal involvement with starting initial fires and had been bragging that the ATF, as well as other law enforcement agencies, were searching for his identity, all the while hiding behind his uniform and position with the Wisconsin National Guard. Now, in no way am I stating that the Wisconsin National Guard as a whole was behind criminal activity within Kenosha. It is believed this individual engaged without the direction of the National Guard and acted in a criminal manner. I've spoken to a spokesperson within Wisconsin National Guard who was unable to comment on the whereabouts of this individual due to safety issues and policy. It was also brought to my attention during this investigation that this individual, through another party, was engaged in giving information on law enforcement as well as the National Guard's movement throughout the city of Kenosha, their staging areas, their plans, total amount of personnel on scene, and other information that would not otherwise be public knowledge during multiple nights of unrest in Kenosha. Now, I've decided to cover this story and go public with this information today because this is a clear example of someone in uniform that is charged with public safety to protect life and property, who has abused that responsibility and created just the opposite, resulting in terror, fear, and panic in our community. I strongly believe that under the mission of Never Stop Media, that truth like this needs to be told regardless of where that truth lands. I believe as a human being, when lives are at risk, it is our responsibility to speak up to avoid human casualty. This is an individual that puts law enforcement's lives as well as his unit's lives in danger. This individual's actions by setting fires in Kenosha put innocent community members and peaceful protesters' lives at risk as well. This individual's actions are not those of a peaceful protester whose voice is not being heard. These are the actions of an agitator and opportunistic behavior to engage in violence and terror, which jeopardizes any forward progress of peaceful organizers to be in a position to come to the table with law enforcement and city officials to engage in discourse to end systemic racism, adopt policy change, as well as rebuilding trust within law enforcement and military personnel from our community members. Now, at this time today, the identity of the National Guard member will not be released. I will be releasing that information at a later date. I will be doing a follow-up story on this issue as well at a later date. So please be sure to tune in to the Never Stop Media page for further coverage on this story. So I thank you all for tuning in. This is breaking news, and we will continue to cover this story as well as other truths that need to be told. Thank you all for watching.